In today's video, we dive into the shifting landscape of travel preferences among Americans as tariffs and rising costs steer them toward domestic exploration. With international trips becoming more expensive, many are re-evaluating their travel plans and opting for local adventures instead. We'll explore how economic pressures are influencing these decisions, the resurgence of domestic travel, and how travel agencies are adapting to this new demand. Join us as we uncover where Americans are heading now and what this means for the future of U.S. tourism. 1. Tariffs shake up Americans' travel decisions. It's surprising how something as complex as tariffs can end up changing where families go on vacation. Tariffs, which are taxes on imported goods, have made everything from airline tickets to hotel stays abroad more expensive. For many Americans, that extra cost is just too much to swallow right now. The American Automobile Association, AAA, recently reported that 60% of Americans would rather travel within the U.S. than pay higher prices for international adventures. This shift isn't just about pinching pennies, it's about making travel possible and enjoyable again. People want to feel like they're getting the most for their money, and rising tariffs are making international getaways feel like a luxury few can justify. For many, the idea of seeing the Grand Canyon or exploring Nashville is suddenly more appealing than flying overseas. 2. The soaring cost of going abroad. The price tag on international travel has been climbing, and tariffs are a major culprit. Extra fees on airline fuel, imported foods, and even travel gear add up quickly. According to the U.S. Travel Association, the average cost of an international flight has jumped by about 15% since 2020. Suddenly, a family trip to Europe or Asia can cost thousands of dollars more than it did just a few years ago. Add in pricier hotels and excursions, and many travelers are left stunned by their final bill. People who once dreamed of walking the streets of Paris are now looking at the sticker shock and reconsidering their plans. It's not just the flights, restaurants, souvenirs, and even basic transportation abroad have all gotten pricier due to these tariffs. 3. Domestic travel makes a comeback. There's something heartwarming about seeing Americans rediscovering the beauty of their own country. As international travel gets pricier, more families are packing up their cars and heading to national parks, coastal towns, and vibrant cities within the U.S. The National Park Service reported a 10% surge in visitors to national parks in 2022 compared to the previous year. Beaches from Florida to California are buzzing with tourists, and local museums and attractions are seeing crowds they haven't hosted in years. This growing interest in domestic travel isn't just about saving money, it's about convenience and discovering the hidden gems right in our own backyard. Families are finding joy in road trips, small towns, and regional foods they might have overlooked before. 4. How economic pressures shape travel choices. Money talks, and these days, it's telling Americans to stay closer to home. Inflation rates have hovered around 6% since late 2023, making everything from groceries to gas more expensive. When the cost of living rises, families naturally look for ways to stretch their budgets. The Travel Industry Association found that 72% of Americans are now planning shorter trips or opting for staycations instead of big international adventures. People are weighing their options and realizing that a fun weekend getaway in their own state might be just as rewarding, and a lot less stressful, than a long-haul flight overseas. Economic worries are prompting people to be creative, finding affordable escapes without sacrificing enjoyment. 5. Travel agencies pivot to domestic packages. Travel agencies are getting smart about the changing landscape. With fewer people willing to pay for international trips, agencies are heavily promoting domestic travel packages. Travel Weekly shared that bookings for U.S. vacations surged by 25% in 2023. Agencies are rolling out special deals, like discounted hotel rates and bundled attractions, to entice travelers who want a great experience without the hefty price tag. They're highlighting the fun, culture, and adventure waiting right here at home. For many families, these packages are a lifeline, making memorable vacations possible at a fraction of the usual cost. The travel industry is proving adaptable, showing that with the right incentives, staying stateside can feel just as exciting as a trip abroad. 6. Where Americans are headed now. Certain U.S. cities have suddenly become hotspots for travelers seeking adventure without leaving the country. Nashville, Austin, and San Diego are among the top picks, attracting visitors with their unique blend of music, food, and culture. According to the U.S. Travel Association, hotel bookings in Nashville alone rose by 20% in 2023. People are drawn to the vibrant nightlife, live music, and southern hospitality that these cities offer. Even smaller towns and rural destinations are seeing a boost as travelers look for new experiences off the beaten path. Americans are realizing that they don't have to cross an ocean to find excitement or relaxation. They just have to look a little closer to home. 7. COVID-19 and the lingering effects on travel. The shadow of the pandemic still hangs over international travel plans. Even as restrictions ease, many countries have complicated entry rules, and the uncertainty can make planning a trip abroad feel risky. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, CDC, found that 40% of Americans feel safer traveling within the U.S. The comfort of familiar languages, healthcare systems, and travel logistics is a big draw. People are tired of worrying about sudden border closures or quarantine requirements. Instead, they're choosing destinations where they know what to expect and can relax. This sense of security is giving domestic travel another boost, as people look for hassle-free ways to enjoy their time off. 8. Environmental awareness shapes travel habits. Americans are becoming more conscious of the environmental impact of their travels. Long-haul flights generate significant carbon emissions, and many travelers are reconsidering the environmental cost of flying overseas. A survey by Booking.com found that 55% of respondents are willing to change their travel plans to lessen their carbon footprint. Road trips, train journeys, and visits to eco-friendly resorts are all gaining traction. Couples and families are choosing destinations they can reach by car or train, turning the journey itself into part of the adventure. This shift is not only good for the planet but also encourages a slower, more meaningful way to travel and explore. 9. What the future holds for American travelers. Industry experts are watching these changes closely and expect them to stick around for a while. The World Travel and Tourism Council predicts domestic travel spending in the U.S. will grow by 15% by 2025. As tariffs and economic ups and downs continue to shape the landscape, more Americans are likely to choose local destinations. This trend could lead to lasting changes in how people plan and experience their vacations. It's a chance for communities across the country to shine, as travelers seek out new places and experiences that they might have previously overlooked. The focus is shifting from international bucket lists to exploring all that America has to offer. 10. A new chapter for U.S. tourism. Tariffs, economic pressures, and changing attitudes are coming together to reshape the travel habits of millions of Americans. Instead of jetting off to far-flung destinations, people are rediscovering the wonders of their own country. From national parks to bustling cities, the U.S. is experiencing a tourism renaissance. Businesses are adapting, travelers are finding new favorites, and a spirit of discovery is sweeping the nation. The face of American travel is changing, and it's opening up a world of possibilities right at home.